Today, we're looking at the 10 most painful deaths in Jujutsu Kaisen. The ones that made us rage, cry, or just stare at the screen in disbelief. This is Emmaverse Anime. Watch this video to the end and hit that subscribe button now. We begin with number 10, Rika Orimoto. Ah yes, Rika. The original cursed girlfriend. Her love for Yuta was so strong that even death couldn't separate them. One moment, she's just a happy little girl crossing the street, and the next, bam! Truck-kun strikes again. But this wasn't just any tragic accident. Her lingering emotions turned her into a vengeful curse. And honestly, that's gotta be one of the most painful ways to go. Not just for her, but for Yuta too. At number 9. This guy was too pure for the Jujutsu world. A bright and cheerful soul who genuinely cared about his friends. And how does the universe repay him? By sending him into a mission that was way out of his league. His death wasn't just brutal, it was unfair. And seeing Nanami's reaction, yeah, that's when you know it really hurt. At number 8. Riko's death was just cruel. She was finally starting to believe in a future where she could live happily, only for Toji to end her life in the blink of an eye. No dramatic final words. No time to process what was happening. Just boom, lights out. And the worst part? Gojo and Geto were just seconds too late to save her. Moving to number 7. Suguru Geto. Geto's death wasn't just physical, it was emotional. This was Gojo's best friend. A man who once fought for justice, but ended up consumed by his hatred for non-sorcerers. And when Gojo finally confronts him, there's no epic fight. Just a quiet, painful farewell between two old friends. Gojo even says, "At least let me kill you with my own hands." If that doesn't hurt, I don't know what does. At number 6. Junpei's death felt like a personal attack. Here's a kid who just wanted friends, a normal life, and maybe a little revenge. But then Mahito comes along and turns his entire existence into a sick joke. Watching Itadori beg Sukuna to save Junpei, only to be laughed at? That's pain on another level. Junpei was just getting started, and JJK snatched him away before he even had a chance. At number 5. Yaga's death didn't get the dramatic spotlight it deserved, but it was heartbreaking in its own way. This man loved his students like his own children, and in return, he was hunted down and killed for crimes he didn't even commit. Seeing Panda mourn him was what really made this death sting. Even sorcerers who dedicate their lives to teaching aren't safe in this world. Looking at number 4, Mai's death wasn't just sad, it was frustrating. She didn't even want to be a sorcerer. She was forced into this life, and in the end, she sacrificed everything for her sister. Maki's scream of pure anguish after losing her, that hit different. And if Mai's death wasn't painful enough, the way Maki went full Zenin exterminator mode right after made it even more tragic. At number 3. Toji's death was complicated. On one hand, he was an absolute beast in battle. On the other, he was a man consumed by his past, trying to find meaning in a world that rejected him. And when he finally gets the chance to choose his end, he asks about Megumi, the son he abandoned. That final moment of regret, that's what made his death truly painful. Moving to number 2. The strongest sorcerer in the world, the man who seemed untouchable, and yet even he wasn't safe. Gojo's death wasn't flashy, it was sudden. One moment he's talking to Sukuna, and the next, he's gone. No epic last stand, no dramatic farewell. Just a simple, almost peaceful departure. And that's what made it hurt even more. If Gojo, the symbol of hope, could die just like that, what chance does anyone else have? Finally, at number 1. Nanami's death was the definition of tragic. He had already lost so much, his best friend, his dreams of a normal life, and when the Shibuya incident broke out, he knew he wasn't making it out alive. His body was hanging on by a thread, but his spirit? Completely broken. And then, Mahito shows up. Just when he starts to think about a peaceful future, he gets obliterated mid-thought. The way he looked at Itadori before dying? That moment lives in every JJK fan's mind rent-free. Jujutsu Kaisen doesn't just kill off characters, it makes you feel their deaths. And that's what makes the series so brutal. So, which of these deaths hit you the hardest? Let me know in the comments. And if you somehow survived this emotional roller coaster, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Jujutsu Kaisen content.